You have to trust the competency of the law enforcement officers investigating the cases, and they have to trust the competency and ability of the prosecutor that's handling their case. Without that trust, success is very difficult to achieve.
I'm a 25-year veteran with the Pennsylvania State Police. I retired as a lieutenant from Troop P, Wyoming. After retirement, I became a Lackawanna County District Attorney investigator for the Northeastern Pennsylvania Insurance Fraud Task Force. I'm currently living in Maryland, and I work for the DC Metro doing their video surveillance. I've worked in Chester County, Lancaster County, Susquehanna County, Wayne County, Montour County, Luzerne County, Columbia County, Schuylkill County, and like I said, he would be in my tops.
Gene came on as the first assistant DA, and I came on as chief of detectives for the DA's office. We had interacted quite a bit when I was police chief in Blakely, prosecuted some cases together, and Gene was always one of those people you would search out when you needed information. When you wanted good information at the DA's office, you'd look for Gene.
Over the course of my career, I've worked with literally hundreds and hundreds of municipal police officers, county detectives, federal agents, state troopers, crime investigators, forensic experts.
From the major cases to the small cases, I'd say over 100 probably in my tenure there. He knew my ethics. He knew, that I was a go-getter and hard worker, and that's why I think a lot of the cases we ended up being together on homicide cases, child abuse cases, things of that nature. But he had a very good reputation amongst the criminal investigators in the state police area.
My name is James Gray. I'm retired police chief from Dalton, and I served 34 years in law enforcement. During that time, I was a certified DARE officer for 7 years, working with the Lackawanna Trail School District. I was also a street supervisor for the Lackawanna County Drug Task Force, in which I would work with conjunction with the DA's office and the Attorney General's office.
Experience is extremely important. You have to have been there. You have to have tried cases. You have to have done the work and know what the reaction is.
He was there and, ready to go. Like, we're going to do it right, and it's going to be done, and ask the right questions, get the right answers. And he did not, his nice guy persona, he never took a back seat to any defense attorneys. Like, he never backed down. If he believed in an argument, or if he believed he was right on the facts or on the merits of the law, he would go, full bore on the argument.
When Gene goes into a courtroom, Gene is extremely well prepared, extremely knowledgeable. Gene is the kind of guy that, we always say you don't ask a question unless you already know the answer. Well, Gene does know the answer every time. He requires everyone around him to also be very knowledgeable and to dig up the facts.
I don't think I ever remember him calling back and say, "Hey, Tom, I messed that up. It's this or this." Like, every piece of advice I got from him was spot on. Gene is a very nice guy, mild-mannered, but the mild-manneredness, like at the courtroom door, it was like there was like a switch. He was still respectful. He still, kept a low key until the time that he was, forced on, like I said, something that he believed in.
Integrity is also very, very important as far as I'm concerned. You need someone who is a straight shooter, who doesn't just do it to win, who does it because it's the right thing to do, because society demands that we punish people who do things wrong. And Gene is the type of guy that has that integrity. I've never seen Gene compromise his integrity for the sake of winning a case. That's why I respect Gene so much.
He always took a point to make sure that the victims knew what was going on. Like, we never did anything, or he never did anything without letting the victims know. To get justice for the people of Lackawanna County is second to none. And I've that opinion and that he's instilled that in me for years now.
I think Gene has set the record straight on his ability, his experience, and of course his professionalism And he has shown many members of law enforcement that I know throughout our communities that he is well respected among those.
But he's also a good administrator. And he's also involved in the community in a lot of other ways, in some very, very positive ways.
First assistant district attorney for over 15 years. That shows me that if he was selected to be first assistant district attorney for a period of 15 years, you do not get that without the respect of the community and the respect of law enforcement and my respect.
Gene was the calming voice and bring it together, and whether it be multi-departments or even just prosecutors in the office, he was able to always bring everybody together like a great mediator. And then we would always come together, put our differences aside, and go to the one goal of bringing justice to that family.
Gene is the person that I want to see as district attorney. I think Gene possesses all the attributes necessary. I think Gene is the right person, has the right temperament, definitely has the integrity and honesty for the job. And there is no one I would want to see there more than Gene Talerico.
Who's qualified, who's got the experience, and any of the candidates right now, other than Gene, I don't see anybody with that type of experience.
The experiences that I've gotten and the knowledge that I've received from working with them has been extraordinary. And that carries over case to case, person to person, crime victim to crime victim. So that over time, when you look at 2.5 decades worth of experience and 2.5 decades of understanding how crime works and understanding how to solve it and understand how to take that into a courtroom and gain an accountability for those people who hurt others, it's been invaluable for me. And I think the relationship between police and prosecutors is a tremendously important facet toward success.